Oh, hi, I'm live. Hi there. As you can see, I'm trying to back out of a parking spot. I wasn't looking. Well, good morning, good afternoon. It's still morning here in Vegas, but I know it's afternoon on the East Coast. So, how is everybody? Pray all is well with you. Okay, I had it all mapped out in my mind what I was going to talk about, and I know I put it. Oh, okay. I remember. I went in and I had to, my phone broke, as I shared yesterday. So I'm just putting it in the shop this morning. Thank God I had a secondary line. But so as I put everything together to do the live, then it was time to take the phone in. And so, out of sight, out of mind, when you start doing one thing and then you switch gears to something else, sometimes you forget the first part. But anyway, be that as it may. Hey, what we are talking about today is when it seems like nothing is working. Have you ever experienced that where you put your hand to the plow, you do this, you do that, and it's like, okay, just like it's not connecting anywhere. It's like you're hearing and these are things that you really, really believe that you are supposed to be doing, but there's like no traction from it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. No traction. Because that's what I feel like I'm experiencing, where I'm not getting any traction from what it is that I'm engaging in. And I absolutely know that when I start going through things like that, that it's not just about me. I get it. I understand. I am that leader. I am that trailblazer. I am that pioneer. I am that one that has to go out there and go first and sludge through the snow. You get the idea, right? So it's like it's kind of it, and I'm grateful for the peace of God. If you saw my live yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. That peace that says, "No, it's all good. You just keep doing what I keep telling you to do, and it'll all come together. It will all connect, and you will understand." As the elders would say, by and by. Okay. And so I'm like, okay, well, last night I was like, it was like, all right, it's time for your Lioness Effect courses. And I'm going, okay, but Lord, you got me working on the Ecclesia courses too. And last night, as I was building the website for the Lioness Effect, it all and I was doing it in Claude, y'all. Claude is a bad program, platform, whatever you want to call it. Claude is a bad girl, okay, or bad guy. Since it's Claude, guess it's a bad guy. But I promise you, man, I gave it what I wanted, and it started building and coding, and it was like, wow. I was like, wow, seriously, I promise you. What it gave, and I'm not done yet. I had a couple of edits that I said I was going to do this morning, but yeah. So like just like another little rabbit trail for you to go on is Claude. I love chat, chats my people. I love chat, but I've been dealing with Claude a lot lately when it comes to write ups and different things, because Claude really is a better writer than chat. However, when you can start in chat and get the foundation of what it is that you're doing, and then take that foundation and put it in Claude. The same way you build out things in Replit or Lovable, and then you take what you build out and put it in Gemini and have Gemini take a look at it and cross-reference it, and it'll spit out some more stuff and make it enhanced and what have you. And I hope I'm not talking over your heads right now, but I have been so entrenched in this AI thing. I love it. I love it because it is a tool, and it is a tool to make our lives more productive. Like what I am doing now, like the two platforms that I built, the business platform and the ministry platform, I could have never done that. I am not a coding engineer. I am not even an IT person, right? But the things that we have the ability to do in this era is amazing. And tools properly, it can advance the kingdom like nobody's business. I am so serious. We got to come out of that shell of it's the devil and I'm afraid of it and it's going to take my job and all of that. And like I tell you guys all the time and people that I come into contact with, you ain't got to worry about it taking your job. Learn it. And then they will need you on the job because they need somebody that knows how to use it. Okay? That's the beauty of it. Learn it. Use it as the tool that it is. Anyway, back up. I'm sorry, I went on a rabbit trail there. But so I was putting together the website for Lioness Effect and the courses and everything. And as it pulled from everything that God has been giving me to do over the past few months, it was amazing how much information it gave it for it to build out this site. And I sat there and I looked at it and I said, oh, wow. And God said, yep. See, when it looks like you're doing things and it's not firing, all it is preparing you for what's to come. Don't get discouraged. Don't quit. Just keep building out what he's telling you to build out because he's got a plan and a purpose. And his plan and his purpose is always so much greater than what we can, by any stretch of the imagination, think about. I'm serious. It is just like, wow. That's the place that I find myself, just like, wow. Okay, Lord. I tell you this, and I reiterate this as often as I can. Stop putting God in this little box called G-O-D. Okay? Because that's what we do. We put this infinite entity in a little box that we call G-O-D and expect it to operate in our little finite mindset, what we can understand. And he is so much greater. Greater is not even like the vernacular for what he is. Like greater is like such a gross understatement of who he is. It is amazing. All right. So stop doing it. Stop putting him in this little box and expecting him to operate within the confines of your little finite mind according to what you can imagine. Because he's so much greater. He's so much greater. And so I want to encourage you that when it seems like nothing is happening, there is so much happening behind the scenes that you have no idea about. Just keep doing what he's telling you to do. Do not become discouraged. Do not go into despair. Do not throw up your hands. Do not start worrying, getting anxious and talking about nothing is working. Stop. And please watch your mouth. Please watch what you're saying. Okay? I know I had said it seems like the dots are just not connecting, but that's what it seemed like. That was not what was happening. Because he was building something so much far greater than anything that my little finite mind could imagine. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. So yeah, just keep building, just keep doing. And know in whom you trust. Stop trusting in you. Stop trusting in your ability. Stop trusting in your little limited imagination. Listen, I was in Chicago last weekend for Dr. Bill Winston and the Joseph Schools Business and Leadership Conference. And I'm so blessed to have Dr. Cindy Trim as my mentor. And she sat down with her proteges because she spoke on that Saturday. And so Saturday evening, we went into a little private dining room kind of thing setting, and she sat and just continued to pour into us, which is an amazing thing, right? But one of the things she did, she went around the table and she says, I want to know what you're taking away from this. I want to know what you grasp. And my thing was that no matter how big I think my vision is, it's still too small. No matter how big you think your vision is, it is still too small, because God wants to do far greater than anything you can ever envision or imagine. And okay, so y'all gonna trip, right? I know you're gonna trip, but please hear me. Hold on, I'm pulling into the car wash. It's reading my license plate, right? Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. All right. So it's so far greater than anything you can imagine, right? And Dr. Winston has a book, and it's called The Billionaire Flow. And I started reading the book this morning, and it totally blew my mind. And why did it blow my mind? Because it confirmed that I am not out of my crazy mind. I'm not out of sync with God. I understand what he is saying in this hour. And it is so powerful. Guys, get the book. Jump on Amazon, get the book, The Billionaire Flow. And I know for some of you, that's just too vast and too great, but it's about the kingdom. It's not about you just hoarding monies and wealth and riches on yourself. It's about financing the kingdom. And that's what my prayer has been for a while now. For years before I had the revelation of that I have right now of God, for years I said, I want to be an angel investor. That was my confession. I want to be an angel investor. I want to be able to invest in people to help them expand what God is calling them to do. And now, as I was reading the Billionaire Flow this morning and the things that Dr. Winston was saying, I'm like, yes, see, I'm on point. I'm on point. I am on point. Thank you, Lord. It is about the kingdom. It is about the kingdom. Why is the kingdom always the last ones to prosper and to go and to excel when we have the inside information to everything that's going on? Tell me why. Because we've limited our thought pattern. Okay, hold on, y'all. He's trying to get me into this car wash thing. Okay, we have limited our thought patterns to think that we should not prosper. We should not. When the word straight says, okay, am I going? Okay, I think I got it. When this way. Okay, when the word straight says, I wish that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Hold on, y'all. Thank you. Even as your soul prospers. Oops, take my foot off the brake. Okay. And there's a reason for that. I wish that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. I was praying this morning on the prayer line, and it was about humility. I had the objective of praying for humility. And it's like, I am so humbled by God. I am so humbled in his presence because of just the enormity of who he is. But I am in my humility bold when I step out in this world, and I am not humbled by the world, and I am not humbled in what I know he has called me to do. When I step out in the world, I step out here in boldness. I step out here in the knowledge of my identity, who he created me to be, the assignments he created me to fulfill. I am bold in that. And some people have problems with that. And that's okay. I'm not even apologizing for you having problems with it. It's okay. But I know in whom I believe. And I know before my maker, I am humbled. I know the word said, don't think of yourselves more than you ought, more highly than you ought. I agree with the word. You shouldn't think of yourself more highly than you ought. But you should get an understanding of your identity of who you are. So if I know who I am and I know who I am, then I can think of myself in those terms. And it's okay to have the ability to be a kingdom financier. Hear me. I'm telling you, man, when you get a hold to who you are in God and the call that's upon your life, it changes the dynamic of everything around you. Everything. Y'all forgive the wind tunnel. Okay, I told you I'm going through the car wash. But it changes everything. Ooh, I'm over here almost 16 minutes. All right, I'm going to jump off because you can tell I'm passionate about this, but I'm going to teach this. I promise you. I am going to teach this. Guys, I love you with the love of Christ. I pray that you have an absolutely positively fantabulous day. Go forth in Him. Be all that you can be. Do all that He has called you to do. And make sure that in all that you do, you give Him the glory and the honor because it is all due to Him. All right. All right. Love you much. Take care. And hold on. Pull in this spot so I can drive my car. Then I'll have the ability to turn this off. Okay. Here we go. Bye.